Great. So welcome to our free class, courtesy of RCM Online College, and I want us to look at the matrix concept. So generally, this is what you need to put down. Somebody can put this down, maybe for your reference. So we have a matrix, right, in the form of, let's say, A plus B plus C, then D plus E plus F, then G plus H plus I. So this is equal to, we're talking about K, M, N. That is a 3 by 3 matrix. Now, from here, we need to get the coefficients, right? So the coefficient, under this, we'll assume that the coefficients are actually 1/3. So we're going to have A, right? B, C, D, E, F, then G, H, I. So the all of these, we want to get them. These are the coefficients, right? So we're talking about X, Y, Z. So maybe this is a X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. That is what we have. Now, we take the coefficients, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Then we want to get the value of X. We want to get the value of Y. We want to get the value of Z. That is what we have. Then, of course, which will give us a constant of K, M, N. That is what we have as the constant, which we'll be able to use to get the value of X, Y, Z. Now, after having this now the 3 by 3 matrix that you've been able to come up with, the first thing you're supposed to do is to get the determinant, right? You need to get the determinant here. So how do you get the determinant? It is very simple. You'll simply take the first two, and that's what we're going to extend to the other side. So in other words, we'll be having now A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. That is now not a matrix, but you're going to have it in that form. You pick the first two and place it here. So that is now A, B, D, E, G, H. That is what you'll be having. Then, of course, it is a 3 by 3 matrix. So you must have 3 lines, right? So I'll be having this first part going this direction, B, F, G, then C, D, H. Then also the other side, so we have G, E, C. We have A, F, H. Then we'll have B, D, I. So for us to get this matrix or the determinant here, we'll do this. I want you to just take care of something here. We'll take now G times E times C. So it is G dot E dot C plus H dot F dot A plus I dot T dot B, right? So all of this, the result of this, we less. The result of that, we less. The other side now, A dot E dot H plus B dot F, B dot F dot G plus C D H. So C dot D dot H. That is what we have there as our determinant, right? In other words, so you can just note that this one here represents multiplication, or we can just decide to bring the multiplication sign. The multiplication sign. Bring the multiplication sign. So by doing that, you'll be able to get the determinant, right? That's your determinant. After getting the determinant, you are supposed to move to something else, getting the value of X. So when I want to get the value of X, it is very simple. I'll be replacing each column with the constant. I'll be replacing each column with the constant. That is to say, if I want to get x, I'll take this constant and use it to replace the first column. So this will be my new matrix, that is K, M, N. Then I come and pick these ones that are not being replaced at this point. So we are going to have B, E, H, C, F, I. So after getting this, remember what we have said, you take the first two columns, that is K, M, N, then B, E, H. That is what we have there. So having done that, we do the same thing we'll be able to do here. We'll simply have this arranged in this order. Then this one here, arranged in this order. This one here, arranged in this order. So we'll take our this part here. So we'll put it in brackets. We'll take K times E times I plus B times F times N. Then plus C times M times H. The all of that will less. Now the other part, so that will be N. We multiply by E, we multiply by C, plus H, we multiply by F. We multiply by F, we multiply by K, plus I, we multiply by M, we multiply by B. So that's what we have there. Remember, all of this put together, we'll be dividing by the determinant. And remember, you calculated the determinant up here. So we replace dividing it by the determinant to give you the value of x. How do I get the value of y? I'll repeat the same trend, right? So I'll come here for y. This is what I will do. This is the original, right? The original matrix is this one here. I'll be replacing the second column with the constant. So that is ADG. Then the second one now will be replaced by constant K, M, N. Then we have C, F, I, right? CFI. Then I pick the first two columns, that is A, K, D, M, G, N. That is what I have. Then, of course, I'll repeat the same trend. Now, someone to share the group. That's done. Good. Now, having done that, so can we now get the determinant? The resulting matrix now. I'll come here and put it in bracket and say it is now A, right? That is A, M, I, K, F, G, C, D, N, then G, M, C, N, F, A, I, D, K. So let's have A times M times I plus K times F times G plus C times D times N. Then this one here will less AMI, so A times M times I, plus K times F times G, plus C times D times N. The all of this, I'll be able to divide by the determinant. So that will give me the value of y. And of course, we are finalizing that part with the value of z, So how do I get the value of z? X, y, z. So I'll go to that place, and of course, I have the original matrix here, but replace the third column now with the constant. So that is ADG, ADG, then B, E, H, then the last one now, that is K, M, N. Having come up with that, the first two columns will be taken to the side. That is now A, B, D, E, G, H. Then, of course, I do the same thing, right? I do the same thing. I do the same thing. So D times E times K mean G. That is what we're having. So A, E, N. So A times E times N plus B times M times G plus K times D times H. We less, so that will be G, E, K. So G times E times K plus H, M, A. H times M times A plus N, D, B. N times D times B. The whole of this. Now, the whole of this item here, we divide by the determinant. The whole of that item, we divide by the determinant. So kindly let me know once you've been able to put all this down. That is the formula that will guide you in dealing with the 3x3 matrix. So let me know once you've been able to put that down. Let me know once you've been able to put that down by indicating done, or yes. Let me know once you've been able to put that down by indicating done. Let me know once you've been able to put that down by indicating done. Why have you repeated the same values on Y? You have repeated the same values for Y. Also, there's a mistake. It should be, thank you for that, it should be G times M times C. Thank you for that. That must be a mistake. Good, so it will now be this AM, right? Then multiplied by GMC. So that is G times M times C plus NFA, N times F times A plus IDK. So I times D times K. Thank you for that. Good. Once you have been able to put it down, just indicate done. Then we see. So that is the first method. Remember, we also have what we call inverse method. I'll be able just to give you some clue on how to use the inverse method. I think maybe you've used inverse methods, but let's see what this other method is all about. So confirm that you've been able to put that down. Confirm. Once you're done, kindly go to April 2022 sitting. Go to this paper, April 2022. Go to that paper, April 2022. Have you been able to access the paper? Or are you done with putting that down? Are you done with putting that down? April 2022. It's a very simple thing, actually. not that long. So we can even take a screenshot of the question and then we disappear. Yeah, so let me share my screen. You take a screenshot and then we proceed. Done. Thank you for that. So let me allow you to pick this. Let me allow you to pick this. But question number 4, just take a screenshot and then you indicate done down there. Just take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of the question. And I want you to read it together with me. XYZ Limited produces 3 products, namely A, B, C. The company presents the profit per unit of the product it produces and sells as follows. So we have shillings, the 2,000, the 3,000, and 4,000 for products A, B, C, respectively, during the month of January 2022. Then we have 7,000, 9,000, 4,000, A, B, C, respectively, for the month of February. Then we have 1,000, 4,000, 2,000 for product A, B, C, respectively, for the month of March. The total profits in the months of January, February, and March are 17 million, 45 million, and 16 million, respectively. Required the total number of each product produced and sold using matrix algebra. Good. What you need to understand there is that the selling price is 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Right? What we don't have is the number of these products, the units of product A, units of B, units of C. That is what we are lacking in that question. That's what we are lacking in that question. And that's what we need to solve right away. So let the units of A be small a, units of B be small b, units of C be small c. Then we have the constants, that is A, B, C now. A, B, C, they are non-items. Then the constant will be the profits, the 17 million, the 45 million, the 16 million. Hoping that you've been able to take a screenshot of the question. Allow me to drop my screen and then we look at it together. Allow me to drop my screen and then we look at it together. Share the paper on the group if you got it. Do you all have the question? I think I've shared a screen, so everyone has taken a screenshot of the question. Allow me to do away with this now that you have it from your side. Allow me to erase that. Then you see how to build up on the matrix. So the first thing you are going to do, which you are to do, the first thing here, which was to do is that we are talking about 2,000 units of, 2,000 shillings, 2,000 shillings for product A plus 3,000 shillings for product B, which you do not have, plus 4,000 shillings for product C, which we do not have, is equal to 17 million, if I'm not wrong, is equal to 17 million. 17 million. Then the second one, we have 7,000 units of A, 7,000 units of A, plus 9,000 units of B, plus 4,000 units of C, right? That is giving us 45 million. 45 million. Then we go to 1,000 units of A, 1,000 units of A, plus 4,000 units of B, plus 2,000 units of C. So that will give us, is it 16? The last one, 16 million. That is 16. That is 16 million. That is 16 million. Now, from this, we need to build up a matrix. Remember that matrix? Yes. This is what we are going to do. Number one, we have 17 million 45. You will take a lot of time actually working with these so many zeros. So why can't we eliminate the first 3 zeros forever? Right? Then it means I now come up with a matrix in the form of 2a plus 3b plus 4c is equal to 17,000, right? Then we have 7a plus 9b plus 4c is equal to 45,000. Then I have now a plus 4b plus 2c is equal to 16,000. That is step number one. So these are the three equations. Can we now convert it to a matrix? How do we do that then? I'll talk about the coefficients, right? So the coefficients here, it is 2a, but this a is unknown, so the coefficient is 2. So we'll have 2, we'll have 3, we'll have 4, okay. Then we'll have 7, we'll have 9, we will have 4, okay. This a, the coefficient is 1, we'll have 4, we'll have 2. So this now gives us a complete matrix of 3 by 3. Then the unknown figures is the value of A that we are looking for, the value of B, the value of C that we are looking for. Then all these put together will give us the constants. The constants is now 17,000 or 17,000, 45,000, 16,000. So this gives us the constants. That's how you build up a matrix. That's how you build up a matrix. Already we have a matrix here. We already have a matrix here with us. So the next step is to get a determinant. The next step is to get a determinant. Can I give you like a second? You give me a determinant? Of course, we said something here. So for us to get a determinant, I'll take this 2, right? I'll take 3, then 4, okay. I'll take 7, 9, 4. I'll take 1, 4, 2. What did we say? We take the first two columns to this other side. So we have 2, 3, 7, 9, 1, 4. So that will give us now the extended side. So can you take this one here? So 2 times 9 times 2, 3 times 4 times 1, 4 times 7 times 4, minus 1 times 9 times 4, 4 times 4 times 2, 2 times 7 times 3. So that will help us to get the determinant. All right. Teacher, how are we getting 17,000? Oh, we have 17 million. We have 17 million. Then we now remove the first three, the 3 zeros, right? We remove the 3 zeros for everything. But if you look at our question, I hope you are able to see where it is. Allow me to share my screen with you to show you where you're getting the actual figures from. This is our question. So after getting 2,000, 7,000, 1,000, that is row 1, row 2, row 3, then we are being told the total profits in the month of January, February, and March are 17 million, 45 million, and 16 million respectively. I hope that answers your question or addresses your concern. Is it okay now, Kevin? Thank you. Allow us to proceed now to come up with this. So we'll be taking 2 times 9, right? We need to take 2 times 9 times 2 plus 3 times 4 times 1 plus 4 times 7 times 4. The all of this put together will less 1 times 9 times 4, 1 times 9 times 4 plus 4 times 4 times 2 plus 2 times 7 times 3. So let's try. 2 times 9 is 18. 18 times 2, that will be 36, right? So of course we'll have 36 here. You will have 36 plus 3 times 4 times 1, that's 12, plus 4 times 7, 28 times 2, that will be 112. Right? Alternatively, you can take 7 times 4, that will be 28 times another 4, 112. Then we less. So 1 times 9 is 9 times 4, 36. Plus 4 times 4, 16 times 2, 32. Okay, plus 2 times 7 is 14 by 3. Or you check 7 times 3, 21 by 2, that will give you 40. that will give you 42. What are you getting as the result? I think this part is now manageable. If you condense it to that tiny thing, you can actually get the result. So 36 plus 12, that will be 48. 48 plus 1, 12. That will give us 160, right? So 160 minus 32 plus 42, that will be 74. 74 plus 36, that's around 110, if I'm not wrong. So 160 minus 110, what are we getting? 160 minus 110, I'm stuck at 2 times 9 times 2. 2 times 9 times 2. So 2 times 9 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. 2 times 9 times 2, 36. Then 3 times 4 times 1. So this is 12 times 1 is giving us 12. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 by 4 is 112. 1 times 9 times 4, that is 36. Then 4 times 4, 16 times 2, 32. Then 2 times 7 times 3 is 42. So 36 plus 12 plus 112, 160. 36 plus 32, that will be 68. 68 plus 42, 60 plus 40 is 100. So 8 plus 2, that will be 110. That's what we have here. Is it clear now? How did you get the values in the bracket, please? Kindly repeat. The values in brackets. Which one? Are you referring to 17, 45, 16? Or these ones? No, the lower part. Oh, this part here. Now, we came up with this matrix, right? We said it is 2, 3, 7, 9, 1, 4, then 4, 4, 2. We said, this is what we said, you pick the first two columns and put it to this other side, the first two columns. Our first two columns is this column, and remember, this is the column and this is the row. Vertically, column. Horizontally, the row. So we have 2 and 3. We bring 2, 3. We have 7 and 9, 7, 9. That is the first two columns. This is column, these are columns. So 2, 7, 1, 3, 9, 4. That is the column I'm talking about. That is the column I'm talking about. Right? Then you now make sure. And remember, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. You have to have 3 numbers interacting. You have to get 3 numbers interacting. That is this one here interacting this way. So that will be 1 times 9 times 4. Remember, 1 times 9 times 4. Then 4 times 2. 4 times 4 times 2. 4 times 4 times 2. Then 2 times 7 times 3. You can see it here. That is the first part. That is the first part. The second part is you now do it the other side, the opposite way. So you'll have 2 times 9 times 2. That is the 2 times 9 times 2 we have here. Then we have 3 times 4 times 1. You can see it here. It must have 3 numbers. You have 4 times 7 times 4. You cannot check 2 times 9 because you need another number here. Does it make sense now, Christine? Does it make sense now to somebody? Thank you. So, do we agree that the answer is 50? Do we all agree that the determinant is 50? Do we all agree now that the determinant is 50? Yes or no? Yes, thank you. Good. So I'll just do away with this section here. I'm now having determinant as 50. Right, you can say that determinant has been calculated and is equal to 50. So remember, we said at this point, every time, divide by determinant, divide by determinant, divide by determinant. We have to take care of that. So allow me to erase this. Allow me to erase that part so that you can get enough space to address the remaining part of this question. And I want to ask you now to help me come up with the option of getting the value of A. You just mentioned the numbers horizontally. So I want to get the value of A, but I need your assistance. I want to get the value of A, which is the unknown item here, the value of A. Can you tell me how to arrange the matrix? Can you tell me how to arrange the matrix? You just mention the numbers vertically. I think that will be okay. So the first column, what do I need to put? What do I need to put? The first column. Just type the numbers. If it is 3, 9, 4, just type them in that order. I'll be able to pick, but you're doing them vertically. So the first one, the first column. My good people. Type the numbers down there. What should we have? 1,700. 1,700 or 1,000. We said, if I want to get the value of A, this constant will replace the first column, and other columns will remain intact. So what is my first column? Thank you for trying. 17,000, right? 45,000. 16,000. The second column, somebody? Second column. Second column. Now that this one, the constant has replaced the first column. What is our second column? My people are not getting these things. 394. Thank you. 394. Then 442. That is what we have. And you have said, when we are transferring, that is a constant thing, we transfer the first two columns. That is to say, I'll transfer 17,000. I'll transfer 45,000. I'll transfer 16,000. That is the first thing I'm transferring. Then I'll now transfer the second column, 3, 9, 4. That is it. So let's now come up with a figure. You do it this way. So we'll take 17 times 9 times 2. So 17,000 times 9 times 2. Plus 3 times 4 times 16. 3 times 4 times 16,000. Then plus 4 times 45 times 4. 4 times 45,000 times 4. Right? So that will give us the first side of our matrix. Then we less. So we now do it this way. 16 times 9 times 4. 16,000 times 9 times 4. Plus, I wanted to give you the second one. After taking 16 times 9 times 4, can somebody just give me the second one? Of course, you're starting from 4. So 4 times. Somebody is not following these things. Somebody. It is 4 times 4 times 17. 4 times 4 times 17,000. Thank you. So it will be 4 times 4 times 17,000. Plus the last one, you start from 2. Somebody. Somebody. Kevin, check on that. It should be 3 digits, not 4. 2 times 45. So 2 times 45,000 times 3. 2 times 45,000 times 3. Good. So that gives us another portion. So the whole of this should be divided by, our constant or determinant, which happened to be 50. Good. Can we get this first part? Just go to your calculator. And key in the numbers the way they are. Just go to your calculator and say 17,000 times 9 times 2 plus. Don't even put brackets. No, don't struggle with that. Just say 17,000 times 9 times 2 plus 3 times 4 times 16 plus 4 times 45,000 times 4. What are you getting? Just key in those figures like that in your calculator. What will you have? I also need to try that. 17,000 times 9 times 2 plus 3 times 4 times 16,000 plus 4 times 45,000 times 4. No brackets. When I enter, what are you getting? When you enter, what are you getting? 17,000, not 1,700. I think you've just done a slight mistake. 12, 18,000. Thank you. So we have 12, 18,000 minus. Can you do the same to this other side? Just take the way it is. 16 times 9 times 4 plus 4 times 4 times 17 plus 2 times 45,000 times 3. What is it giving you? Don't struggle with the brackets. No. Just do it the way it is in those figures. What are you getting? What is it giving you? What are you getting? What are you getting? Somebody's almost there. Somebody is almost there. 111, 8,000. 111, 8,000. 111, 8,000. That is what somebody is getting. That is what somebody is getting. 111. So we have 111, 8,000. So can you now take the difference between these two and then you divide by 50? What are you getting? The difference between the two and then you divide by 50. What is it giving you? Esther is telling us 2,000. What about someone else? 2,000. So it means the value of A, which was the unknown figure, is equal to 2,000. And of course, we are looking for the units, 2,000 units of A. Just look at how simple this is, how interesting that concept is. Let us try B. Let us try B together, right? This is the original matrix. When I go to B, it is the second row. It is in the second row, right? This one here. So it is row times column. So when we're getting the value of A, we say, let us replace the first column. When you want to get the value of B, which column are we going to replace? When you want to get the value of B, which column are we going to replace? Column number 2. Thank you. This is the original one. So as you talk about column number 2, column number 1, you will be doing reference to this original matrix. So let's come here and say, so can you give me the first column? The figures in the first column? The first column. 271. Thank you. So 271. Second column. Second column. Second column. You are lying to me. We are replacing the second column with the constant, right? So we'll have the constant, which is 17,000, 45,000, then 16,000, right? Then, sorry, I need to bring the third one. The third one is not replaced at this stage. You can only replace one at a time. So that is 4, 4, 2. Then we now have the first two columns, put it here, put them here, 471 or 271, 17,000, 45,000, 16,000. So 245 by 2. 2 times 45,000 times 2 plus 17,000. So we have this way, 17. Good. So we now have 17 times 4 times 1 plus 4 times 7 times 16,000. That will give us the first part minus 1 times 45 times 4, 1 times 45,000 times 4 plus 16 times 4 times 2, so 16,000 times 4 times 2, plus the last one, 2 times 7 times 17. 2 times 7 times 17,000. The whole of this result here, 𝐸 we divide by our determinant, which happened to be 50. Our determinant, which happened to be 50. My lemma, I am getting 22,124 units. No, there's something that you did not do correctly. Check. It should give you, if you got 12,18,000, then 1,118,000, this minus this will give you a figure. That figure divided by 50 is giving you 2,000. Is giving you 2,000. That figure should be 100,000. That figure should be 100,000. The difference between these two is 100,000. So check on that. Check on that. I'm waiting for your answer. Maybe if somebody has done everything and is having the value of B. First part is 696. Thank you for that. 696,000. Okay. Minus this other side. What are we getting? Oh, somebody's already having the answer. That's great. The last part, the other part of it, this section here, what are you getting? Jane, help us there. 546,000. We have 546,000. So the difference between 696 and 546, what are we getting? Is it 150,000? Should be around 150,000, right? So 150,000 divided by 50. 150,000 divided by 50. 150,000 divided by 50 is giving us the value of B as 3,000 units. As 3,000 units. Let us see if this space will be enough. I want us to get the value for C. And the value for C, we need to get the matrix. So let's have a new matrix. Let's have a new matrix. Can somebody help us get the new matrix? Can somebody help us get the new matrix? What and what should we put together? The first column, 2, 7, 1. I will come to the original one. 2, 7, 2, 7, 1. The second column, 3, 9, 4. Some people are following this correctly. 3, 9, 4. The last column, good. So the last one, I'm replacing the last column with a constant. These people have now mastered the procedure. These people have now mastered the procedure. These people have now mastered the procedure. Great. Having done that, I must extract the last two or the first two columns to this other side. So 2, 7, 1, then 3, 9, 4. Then we cross multiply, right? We now multiply diagonally. So we have 2 times 9 by 16. I should be able to put it here. 2 times 9. So we have 2 times 9 times 16,000 plus 345 by 1. So 3 times 45,000 times 1 plus 17 times 7 by 4. So 17,000 times 7 times 4. All that put together with less 1 times 9 times 17,000. So 1 times 9 times 17,000 plus 4 times 45 times 2. So 4 by 45,000 times 2 plus 16 by 7 by 3. So 16,000 by 7 by 3. All that put together. The whole of it, we divide by the determinant, which happens to be 50. divided by the determinant, which happened to be 50. Good. What are we getting as the figure for the first part? Or somebody's already having the value of C. There's a ninja here who is already having the value of C. So 899,000. Thank you. 899,000 minus the other part. The other part. Thank you for that, Esther. What are the figure? Final answer is 1,000. Thank you, Joan. Somebody else can give us maybe the other part. So it means 849. 849,000. So 849,000 when you divide by 50, the difference between 899 and 849, that's around 50,000. So 50,000 divided by 50 will give us 1,000, which means the value of C is equal to 1,000. The value of C is equal to 1,000 units. So it means for this company to realize a profit of 17 million, they need to sell 2,000 units of A, 3,000 units of B, and 1,000 units of C. You can just do a cross check, right? So getting the value of A, B, and C, that's what was required, but you can just cross check. So 2,000 A is 2,000 again. So 2,000 times 2,000 plus 3,000 times B, 3,000 times B. The value of B is 3,000 plus the value of C. So we have 4,000 times the value of C, which is 1,000. When you put all this together, what are you getting? What is the result? 2,000 times 2,000 plus 3,000 times 3,000 plus 4,000 times 1,000. What are you getting? It is giving you 17 million. Is it true as for what we are given here? So 2,000 A plus 3,000 B plus 4,000 C must be equal to 17 million. And that is what we are getting. So that confirms that you have actually earned the entire 8 marks from that particular question. You've earned a whole 8 marks from that question. So of course we need to look at another method which is called inverse. Right, the inverse method. This inverse method is an interesting one. Imagine this one. Let me just give you a clue. 2, 3, 4, right? 7, 9, 4, 1, 4, 2. Let me just give you a test. So we'll first of all deal with the first row. The first row is this one here, then the first column. So you delete. After deleting, look at the resulting matrix. It is 9, 4, 4, 2. That is the resulting matrix. To the resulting matrix, you take 9 times 2 minus 4 times 4. So 9 times 2, right, minus 4 times 4. So 9 times 2 will be 18. 18 minus 16, that will give us 2. You've gotten the first coordinate of a new matrix. You do the same. Then, still under the first row, you go to the second column. So you have deleted that, which means you are remaining with 7. We are remaining with 1. So after deleting the second one, it means you have a resulting matrix of 7, 4, 1, 2. So 7, 4, 1, 2. The new one, it is 7 times 2, that is 14, minus 4. That will give you 10. So we now have 2, 10. Then the last one, you come and delete this last column. So it is the first row. You have to maintain the row, but you keep on changing the column. So if I delete this and this one here, 7, 9, 1, 4. So it leaves you with 7, 9, 1, 4. The resulting figure, 7 times 4, that will be 28. Then 1 times 9, that will be 9. So 28 minus 9, that must be 19. It gives us 19. It gives us 19. So it will be 2, 10, 19. That is the first row. This row here. This one here, the one we are having 2, 3, 4, it will now be changed to 2, 10, 19. 2, 10, 19. I can see our time is really squeezed. But that other method is appearing to be very, very interesting. Right? It is very, very enjoyable. That new method is really enjoyable. I can see it is very, very enjoyable. So we'll be able to generate the first one. We call them minus. You must come up with minus. So 2, 10, 19 is already available. 2, 10, 19. So you have a new one that is 2, 10, 19. Then you go to the next one. You are now looking at row number 2. So we have 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 4, 1, 4, 2. We are now focusing on row number 2. So you just do this row number 2, the first column. It leaves you 3, 4, 4, 2. 3, 4, 4, 2. 3 times 2, that is 6, minus 4 times 4, 16. So that gives you negative 10. So you have now negative 10. Then you come and cross. Remember, this one will be retained. Row number 2 will be constant. But now we go to column number 2. So column number 2, when you delete this, 2, 4, 1, 2. 2, 4, 1, 2. 2 times 2 will be 4. 4 minus 4, that is 0. Then you now forget about this and come and delete this. So 2, 3, 1, 4. 2, 3, 1, 4. 2 times 4, that will be 8. 8 minus 3, that leaves with 5. So it is negative 10, 0, 5. A new matrix. A new matrix. And then you finalize. So the next one, you are going to do this one here. You delete this. The same way until you get the third matrix. Then there will be another thing here, right? Something like this, something like this. Whenever it touches the number, you multiply by negative 1. Then you get the inverse matrix or cofactors. Then you proceed to divide by the determinant. Interesting, but time is not allowing us. Interesting, enjoyable, but time is not allowing us. So if you are to be asked, have you been able to gain some knowledge with regards to matrix? Are you able now to do a 3 by 3 matrix? Of course, with some brief practice. Are you able to do a 3 by 3 matrix? Are you able to do a 3 by 3 matrix? Yes, good. So you are getting this free class from RCM, and of course, during the normal class, can examiner specify the method to use? No, either of the two will give you the same result. So they don't specify in most cases. So this free class is offered to you by RCM. And for you now to join our live class, the paid classes, and then you get everything there, you only need to do a payment of 5,200 if you're doing it for the first time, or a retake at 4,800. And remember, whether you are retaking or doing it for the first time, these people will have equal treatment and you'll be able to access everything that is given there. Number 2, if you join us today, whatever has been missed, you will be able to actually get all of them recorded. You can see those who have paid are actually enjoying this free class, no additional charges. So you'll also have access to the free sessions the way we have it here. Then, of course, our classes are based on those durations that are convenient for the working class. So if you're working, definitely you'll still enjoy these classes because they are not posted at working hours. The live classes are normally conducted very late in the evening after work. So you'll actually manage to do your CPA as you work at the same time. Any additional information, just engage these great people here. They'll be able to assist you. Engage this great team. They'll be able to assist you. And of course, the pay bill, once you'll be able to make a decision, pay bill 622,42839. Then account number is QA, if you're paying for QA, or Econ, you can pay for 3, or financial account. You can pay for any 2, any 3, any 4, any 1 unit, and that is the procedure. So thanks for your time. I want to end this session, but of course we are going for a financial accounting free session. So if you are free, you can also join us for the financial accounting class, which starts immediately we are done with this meeting. Does that make sense to somebody? You are invited to join our free. You are invited to join our free class. You are invited to join our free class, the financial accounting. It is starting immediately at the end of this class. So what you can do, let me share with you the link. I've shared it within the chat box. So allow me to end the meeting. Just copy the link. Then we meet in the financial accounting class, where we also have some goodies prepared for you. There's some goodies there that are waiting for you. So allow me to end the session. Then we proceed to financial accounting. Allow me to end the session. Then we proceed to financial accounting. I've shared it here. I've also shared it in the class, so please pick it from there.